Welcome to Alive to Thrive OT. I'm Tracy Schnabel.
And I'm Lauren Lyman.
And we are here, we're two occupational therapists here to talk to you about a gap we noticed in the healthcare system. Essentially, mental health and nutritional health were being ignored by our modern healthcare system, and we get into topics related to that to empower you with information. Given that said, our legal disclaimer is that this is for informational purposes only. If you have a specific medical condition, whether that be physical or mental health, please consult the appropriate provider. And we don't give any warranties for our information. It's just for informational purposes only. So today, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions and why they don't work. And I'm going to let you start.
Yeah. Let's start off with a statistic. So 46% of the people who make resolutions, New Year's resolutions, are successful. But that means that a lot of people aren't successful, right? More than half of the people are not successful. Out of the people who don't make New Year's resolutions, only 4% of those people are successful at achieving their goals, basically, for the next year. So that's obviously significantly lower. So it is a good idea to have New Year's resolutions, but how do we get that 46% to increase? How do we get you to be in that 46% and get everybody more successful at achieving their goals? So first, we're going to break down, we have a top 10 list of New Year's resolutions that people really have a hard time achieving, that people often break. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell you how to establish good goals so that they're goals that are attainable and specific and you can really feel confident in achieving them. But then also we're going to give you 4 tips in how to make sure that you're on the right track to achieving those goals. Okay? So let's start out. The number 1 is losing weight and getting fit. A lot of people have that goal and a lot of people don't achieve it. Number 2, quitting smoking, learning something new, eating healthier and dieting, getting out of debt and saving money, spending more time with family, traveling to new places, being less stressed, volunteering, and drinking less alcohol. So these are the top 10 goals that people have a really hard time achieving. Now, when we looked at that list, we saw some common themes. One of them is mental health, because that impacts how we behave, right? One of them is mental health. A big one is work-life balance and basically having good coping strategies and mechanisms set into place so that you are less stressed and that you can achieve more things without feeling so overwhelmed. And a lot of our videos, we're not going to go through these one by one because all of our videos address all of these things. So if you're having an issue with any of these, check out our other videos because there are a lot of great tips in how to improve your mental health, how to address dieting, which for us we think healthy lifestyle rather than dieting, and how to get yourself motivated. So check out our other videos. They're there. These are good goals. They're not great goals, and we're going to tell you why later when we teach you how to create your own goals. But just keep these things in mind as ideas, but we want you to create your own goals. So Tracy's going to walk you through how you can create your own goals that you're really motivated to achieve.
And also, if you're interested, we also have a product that's really good at helping meet all those health goals and can also get you extra cash if you're interested.
Yes.
So we always just offer this because we're both taking it and we both have felt better because of it. And we know so many people's lives that have been impacted. We want to help as much as possible. So that's the point of this channel. So ask us for more information about nutrition if that's one of your goals. How do we make goals? You kind of have to prepare mentally, right? Because if you think about it, we're kind of like on autopilot. We get up, we, go to work, or we get up and then we take care of things around the house and take care of your children. And like you have certain things you have to do to survive. But sometimes we get a little bit too into robotic mode and we're not living like consciously, right? So how do you stop that? And a lot of books and psychology that I learned about, they were saying how you affect change is by interrupting that process and by actually being like, okay, I'm going to take an inventory about where am I at compared to where I want to be. So that kind of tells you, okay, what changes do I need to make? Is there a problem? Because you might not even realize that there's a problem till it's like way past due. Like with diseases, how we're talking about, like you want to prevent illness. You don't want to be getting all the way to like the third stage of an illness or far down and be like, oh, I guess there's a problem. But that happens to a lot of people because they're going on autopilot. So kind of take an inventory from where you are and where you want to be, the kind of person you want to be, and then do your goals according to that.
And I know you've heard a lot with, AA and addiction and things. The first step is identifying that you have a problem, right? That doesn't just mean that doesn't just apply to addiction. That applies to everything. You know, and like Tracy was saying, okay, are you at the point where you can't even walk to your mailbox because of your lungs? Or are you at the point where you're smoking and you're like, oh, I should probably stop this before it starts causing observable damage?
Or are you like depressed and haven't been going out, for years, and it's something that you just keep ignoring, but it's getting worse and you're isolating yourself more and more. It's something that, you need to start being like, wait, I'm going to do something about it this year. And I can, because you are the author of your own life. So we have the ability to create our own life, but we have to kind of stop and be conscious about the way that we go about it. So Ashley, I think people are kind of sick of New Year's resolutions. They're like, nobody ever does it. Hogwash. I don't need something else to do. But kind of shift your consciousness into thinking about, it's not about a New Year's resolution, but it's about like creating a life that I want to live. So that's
empowering
exciting.
Yourself to, like we say, we want to empower you to reclaim your health. And New Year's resolutions are a great way to do that. You should be doing it at any time of the year, but this is a great start. And I just want to point out 75% of disease is preventable with good nutrition. So we always are advocating for this product that we use, but we're also advocating for a healthy lifestyle in general. So please, 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 again, do you want to wait until you can't walk to the end of your driveway? Or do you want to say, hey, my eating habits are not great. Maybe I should start addressing this now before there's a problem.
Yeah, being proactive is a major thing. And then if you're trying to think about areas of your life, I was taking this meditation course and they were saying there's different domains in your life. So if you want to have ideas for making goals, there's the mind area. So you might be like, oh, I feel so scatterbrained or so stressed out, or I don't have very good attention. I don't have very much memory. So making a goal, to maybe meditate or to do something that you're allowed to relax for a little while just to clear the brain and be able to help you with your focus or whatever your goal is. And then the other domain is the body. So how to improve like your nutrition. Again, ask us about that if you have that question, or how to increase exercise. It's just an idea. Also, there's relationships. So if you're like fighting all the time or something like that with friends, or being like, oh, I need to communicate better. So that could be like a goal, and then, or maybe again, back to the person that maybe they want to have more friends or expand their social networks or something like that. Be like, okay, I'm going to actually do that this year. I'm going to join a club. And then the environment. So we're going to actually have a video coming up about how to detoxify your household. So it could be something, I'm going to make my environment healthier, and specifically by detoxifying the house. So those are areas: environment, relationships, mind, body, just to give you a way for you to create an inventory if you're like, well, I have no idea where to start. Okay. It shouldn't be what you should do. It should be what you want to do. And I'm going to let Lauren talk about intrinsically motivated goals versus extrinsic.
So as a psychology major, we focused a lot on motivation, what motivates people to do anything, really, right? And there's intrinsic motivation where you're motivated from within, and then there's extrinsic motivation where something else is motivating you. So let's take it really simple. Kids who are getting good grades. Are your parents going to give you $20 for every A you get on your report card? That's extrinsic motivation. Do you want to do well because you have goals to go to college and, become a doctor or, whatever, or you want to be a mechanic or an electrician and you need to do well in these classes in order to get you there? That's intrinsic motivation, and that's what's going to get you further in life. Extrinsic motivation, that like external reward, yeah, it's nice, but it's not as motivating as when it comes from within. So if you are really motivated internally to achieve your goal, you are more likely to achieve it. So don't make your goals based on what other people want you to do. You need to want to do it yourself, or you're not going to be as likely to achieve that goal.
Yeah, like let's say you're really interested in art, but you never allow yourself time to like paint or do something that you enjoy. Make that a priority because you're more likely to do it and more likely to actually benefit from it at the end of the year and be proud of yourself. Like, yeah, I did that. Or yeah, I'm becoming the person I enjoy being. And then SMART goals. So I'm going to let Lauren talk about SMART goals.
So SMART goals, that's just, what do you call that, an acronym? It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time sensitive. So we're going to go through each of these. A SMART goal, this is what we use for our patients for occupational therapy. It's what a lot of people who have to write goals for their work use because it's easy to look at them and say, okay, this is what she wants. I know exactly what she needs to do to make that happen. So specific, your goal should not just be to be healthy. Yeah, that's great, but health is defined by a lot of things. So something specific might be, okay, I want to get more sleep, okay? So now we're just looking at the component of sleeping. Measurable. How are you going to measure getting more sleep? Okay, I want to get 7 hours of sleep every night. Attainable. Are you going to say, I want to get 10 hours of sleep a night? I mean, that's not attainable, right? For most people, you got things to do, you got a life, you're not going to be able to do that. Or even 9 hours for some people is not attainable. Set something that you can achieve, not easily achieve, so you can say, hey, yeah, I got this goal, I'm good. Make it challenging, but you want it to be that just right challenge. You know, you want it to be something that's going to make you healthier or help you achieve whatever overall goal you want. So you want to be healthier, you want more sleep. What's going to get you there? Well, the recommended amount of sleep is 7 to 9 hours. If you don't think 9 is attainable, don't set 9. Set it at 7. And then if you do extra, great, extra credit, bonus points for you. And then you want it to be relevant to your values, your goals, your priorities, okay? So, you know, setting a goal for you to go out and take a dancing class, but you don't like to dance, kind of like what we were saying, intrinsically motivated. Do you really want to do that? Is that something that you want to do? Or does that line up with your priorities? Or are you just setting this goal because someone told you to? You want it to be relevant to your life and what you're trying to accomplish. And time sensitive. This is a huge one because people say, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. And then it doesn't happen. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can accomplish today. Tomorrow is always going to be tomorrow. Start now. Set a goal. And if you can't start right now, again, make sure it's attainable. If for some reason you can't handle it right now, set it for a time that you can start to actively work towards achieving that goal. But give yourself a time frame so that you're held accountable to that time frame and you can really start to make things happen.
It really works. And then writing them down is really important. So I had a really cool story. I heard once about Jim Carrey, and he said in 10 years from now, it was a certain timely goal. I want to, have $10 million. Or maybe it was million. Anyways, he wrote a check out for himself for that amount and the date, 10 years. And in that 10 years, he ended up doing Dumb and Dumber at the end of the 10th year. And then he ended up making the amount of money he wrote in the check for the year that he wrote. And he carried around with him in his wallet as a reminder. So it's really important to write it down. And I was also watching this Steve Harvey video the other day too, and he was saying, don't even you don't even have to write one thing down. You could write all the things that you want down and read it every day. So again, you're raising your consciousness, raising your awareness of these are goals I have, this is where I want to be, and not reverting back to autopilot because your body and mind want you to revert back. That's how we are made. So you really have to make a conscious effort to create the life you want. It's not going to be easy, but it's attainable. So that's really exciting.
Plus, how awesome is it when you get to check off, I accomplished this goal, and it's there in writing, and you feel great. I'm a list person. Yeah. I write down everything that I have to do for the week and whatever, and then I go and check them off, and then I feel accomplished because look at all this stuff that I got done, So it's nice to have that visual reminder, hey, look at all these good goals I have for myself, and hey, these are the ones I achieved. Good for me. Pat on the back.
Yeah, it helps you kind of organize your life better and not be overwhelmed too. So it's just some really good ideas. Writing is really powerful. And then okay, we're going to also talk about now how to improve follow through with these goals. So making sure you continue to follow through with what you set out to do. Let someone else know or get support for that goal that you have. So we have a group for the nutritional support we have that talks and says like, hey, we have lectures going on here, or we have books about health if you want this, or we have nutritional recipes if you're having a hard time coming up with meals. So it really helps to have a support group, or just to like let someone know that this is your goal to keep accountable, because sometimes we could have the best of intentions. Like, I really want to be healthier, but then it could be 15 years down the line and you're like, yeah, I've been saying that for over a decade now and I don't know what happened.
And then you can have someone not only hold you accountable, but follow up with you like, hey, how's it going? And then if it's not going well, maybe you can bounce ideas off of them. You know, someone who cares and will be, again, not just holding you accountable, like, hey, you're not really achieving that goal, you know, that never feels good, but someone who can be like, what can I do to help? Or do you want to go running together tomorrow? That they're aware, so that maybe they can help motivate you or help kind of create a buddy system to help you achieve your goals. And maybe they have similar goals and you can do it together.
Yeah, people that join a gym together are more likely to do better at their goals, because it's more motivating to have someone else to do it with you or to hold you accountable. And then another thing is just to raise your consciousness again about your goal, what I was talking about earlier, is to have it posted somewhere, like visible. So my friend, she used to have her goals for the year written at her desk, and I was like, well, I'm going to do that too. I don't care if she thinks I'm copying it. And I had initially wrote all the goals down, and I thought, oh, there's no way I'm going to get all this done. Or there's certain things that I was like, oh, I really wanted to go salsa dancing, right? But I'm like, I'll never get the courage to actually join myself. And then at the end of the year, before the end of the year, I had all of them done, because I'm looking at them every day when I come into work, like, oh yeah, I should join that. Oh, I should do that. So it's really powerful to have it in a place that constantly cues you that this is something you want to do. And along the same lines, some people set reminders, like to work out every day or to maybe drink more water or whatever it is, to help reinforce that. And another thing that I actually am excited about, I want to do this, is creating a vision board. So again, where your life is right now, where you want it to be, like actually creating pictures and things of that future vision you have of that you're not quite there yet, but having it in a place, you know, where you see it and are reminded, and it'll help tremendously. And it's kind of fun to do, I think. So, and then, just making it a habit. So all these things are leading to like how to, and a lot of things we talk about on our channel is how to make things a part of your routine, not just temporary. If you want change, you got to make it a habit. So we're just teaching you ways to actually like create those habits. And
I like working out. For me, I can't work out when I was working, I couldn't work out after work. I had to do it before work or I'd be too tired and I didn't want to get it done. Like, no, I'm going to sit on the couch. So in the morning, I decided I was going to wake up an hour earlier to work out before work. The first week, it was miserable and it took a lot of effort for me to not hit the snooze button and for me to get out of bed. After a week, it kind of became a habit, and I was like, I'm not even tired. Like, I'm used to getting up this early. It's easy. And then again, with the intrinsic motivation, after I worked out, I had more energy.
Yeah.
I felt better. My mood was better. I wasn't as hungry, so I wasn't like overeating throughout the day. So I actually felt really good. So that in itself, I mean, not only did I create a habit and my body got used to doing this, but I was motivated because I felt so much better doing it. So then that motivation kept me going.
Yeah, so if you're going to be on autopilot, you want to be on an autopilot of your own design.
Yes.
Yeah. And so again, we're just creating healthy habits, creating a healthy lifestyle, and creating a life of your own creation. There's this amazing, really cool quote that I read once, and I want to share it with you. And it's about habits. So watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, for they become character. And watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. So it's just kind of like a very woke saying, right? So we just kind of want to shift your focus from New Year's resolution being silly and unattainable to actually creating a life that you want, and how to go about it by kind of breaking it down, doing a little task analysis of how to actually do that and be more mindful about your life this year in 2020. And that's it.
So that wraps
today.
it up. So we are going to ask you to please like our video, share our video with other people, subscribe to our channel, sign up for alerts. Visit us at www.facebook.com/Lauren and Tracy. And we always post our videos there when we post them every Tuesday. And then please, if you have any questions about this nutritional product, again, you can expand your health, you can expand your wealth. It's a great product. I truly, truly believe in it. I've seen the power behind it. I've seen it make changes in people's lives. And it's making a change in my life, both in terms of my health and finances. So it's been great. And if you have more questions about that, please just email us at alive2thriveot@gmail.com.
Yeah, and it feels great to do something positive for yourself. So get down those New Year's resolutions and get started even before the new year happens. And again, we're always wishing you physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It's our intent just to really help you improve your life and share with you every week. So thanks for being here with us.
So thank you guys. Take care.
Bye.